Hi there, Jamie Keat here today at Teachers Tech. Hope everyone's having a great day today. Today I want to take a look at Padlet. So Padlet has recently gone through some changes with the way it looks. It's still a great product, still easy to use, and I want to kind of show you all the features that it has for you to use it or take advantage of it. So let's do a little walkthrough of Padlet today. So in this tutorial today, I'm going to be using the free version of Padlet. So there is an upgrade or subscription cost. I'll show you some of those options at the end. If you're interested, you can kind of go through and scroll through if it might work for your organization or not. But so for this purpose, I'm just using the free one here. And I've never had any reason to actually to up my level to any of the paid for subscriptions in this. So I'm just going to go ahead and log in here. And when you hit the login, I'm going to go, you can see there's a few different options. You can log in with Google or Facebook or create your own account, but I'm just going to log in with my Google account here. And when I get to my dashboard here, you can see the different options from collaborators to settings, the attachments and activity. I have just this one Padlet, what I'll show you a little bit later. But for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and start a brand new Padlet here and talk about, well, what is Padlet also? So when Padlet starts here, it kind of just started it picked some things for me. It picked a background already, and notice it said My Smart Padlet, and it came with Made with Charisma here. So it just defaults to with a title and everything for you and a little description on the line. So Padlet pretty much is what it does for you is it kind of collects your thoughts. So you think of it as a wall, and you're just putting things on that wall. You could put links, you could put text, you could put video, you could put images. And the nice thing is then you can share it with, well, you could keep it private or share it with as many people as you want. So great for brainstorming, collaborating with groups, planning events, and you just have that spot where people could work together on. And we'll go through a little bit about that sharing options later. So with this, you can see there is a background already in here. What I'm going to do, if you notice, if I just click on anywhere on the screen, if I double click, it comes up with a text box here. So I could just put, I'll just say, hello Padlet. Okay, so whoops, I should spell it right. Hello Padlet. And then I'm going to show you all you do if you want to link something. I could write something down here, or I could add a link. So I just have a paste from my site here. I'll just paste it over here. So if you have a URL to copy paste over, I'm just going to submit it. I'll hit OK, and you can see that it inserts a website there too. I could grab a video again, so I'll just grab one of my last videos here. I'll just grab it from YouTube, and I'll go back to here, and I'm just going to double click somewhere else, and I'm going to write, let's say, what was this on? Google Forms. And I'll click this again, and I'm going to go to a link. I'll paste my link, and I'll submit. And it's just going to take a few seconds for preparing here, and I'm going to hit OK, and I have a YouTube video in there. So you can see, very easy to insert things. And remember, you could have as many people working on this, inserting things into this. I'm just going to write one more. Let's see, how do you like me so far? All right, so there's just a few different things. I'll show you the reason I'm just kind of putting them randomly. You can kind of change it into a more structured format too. So I've entered a few things onto my wall here, but let's kind of go through in some of the formatting features of Padlet here. So I'll just start with clone. So if you ever want to copy the whole thing, you have that option here. You can copy everything or copy without the post here. So if you do need to make a copy, it's that easy. There's sharing, which I'll go over in a little bit because I want to talk about modify first. And this is modify, but there's different ways to get to modify. You can see there's modify here, and notice that there's clone also. And if I ever need to delete my Padlet, there it is right there. So I'm just going to go to modify here, and you can see this is where the title is. So let's start with, I'll just say, if it was my first Padlet, I'll just say my first Padlet. And I'm just going to I'll leave this as Made with Charisma, but you can change it if you want. Any of the changes you make through here, make sure you hit the save button up here. So I'll just hit save real quickly here. If you don't, it will kind of say, hey, do you want to keep working or leave it? So when I click back, it goes, the window kind of slides in here. So I'm just going to go back to modify and keep going down. The layout here, so right now I'm in this free form, and I like the free form. It's kind of like I think of it as like a brainstorming where I can just click anywhere on it, and I can just add things kind of randomly if I get an idea, and kind of place things different. But if you're more structured, if you wanted more of a grid, so if I click grid, you can see it puts it into a grid format or a stream into the vertical line. So you have those different options of how you want it to be formatted here. When I started this Padlet, it picked a background for me. There's more you can choose, so you can see there's the 4 here, but if I hit more, I have a bunch more to choose from that I could quickly change. I can even upload my own. So I'll hit add my own, I'll go to upload, and I'll hit upload here, choose a file, and I just have an example one here. And it shouldn't take too long. It will just go through and prepare it and put it into my images over here. Usually it doesn't take even this long, but it's taking a few more seconds. So you can see it's the background with the stars. I'll hit OK. I'll select it, and I have the stars image in the background there too. So again, if you make any changes, hit your save button up here. If I go down, you can see there's a theme. Now this is a premium plan here. I've never had the need to use the themes, but I've looked at some of them before, and there are some pretty cool ones. Again, if you're interested, take a look at the cost and everything for you. Icons. So the icon is going to go right up top here. So you could pick different ones. You can see how it changes. Now I have the clouds up top there. Hit the more. There's a lot to choose from here. I'll put Ninja here. Again, I could go through a lot of them, or I could add my own. I'm not going to upload my own here. I'll just leave it for this one. Again, I'm going to hit the save. Keep going down here. Now, if you want to make the Padlet easier for search, you can add tags here. So if there's something, if you knew whatever this Padlet was about, I could write some information into each of those tags so that it actually could be found easier. Now this address, you can customize your URL. Notice that this BVK part of the address is right up here in my URL. So what I like about, you could change this. So if I go down to here and write, I'll just write Padlet example, and I hit save. And notice up top, it changed also up here. So if you wanted to customize your URL, you can do that. So that's the list under modify. I like how straightforward it is. Nothing crazy in here. You can kind of see what everything goes. I'm going to hit close. Now I'm going to talk about the share. So again, share, you can go in a couple of ways. I clicked on that gear, share there, or share is also, you can see under share or embed. You can invite people from here, but I'm going to click the share here and go over the options here. So when you open up, you can see secret was the first one that was chosen here. So what are these options? If you want to kind of read, if you forget what each one is, just hit this right here. What are these options? Click on it, and it kind of shows you what each one is. Private, only you and the people you add will be able to show it. Password protected, you can add a password to it. Secret, anyone who has the link or QR code. I'll show you where the QR code is in a second. So it will not be visible for Google search. And public, anyone can access the Padlet. It'll appear in internal search as well as Google. So you have those different options of how you want it available for people. And each one, when you pick it, make sure if you wanted it public, you got to hit the save after. So if you change it to be on a private, then hit the save after. So it's very easy to change, though. I'll leave it back to secret here. So again, under each one of these, you can add your contributors. So all you have to do is click in here and add the emails or the usernames right through here. And at the bottom of each of these, you also get the choice to require the admin or moderator to approval before post or publish. So you can just click on there. I'm just going to move over. I'm going to leave this as secret here. I'm going to move over to share and export embed. So you get your QR code. So there's an app for this for your Google, for your Android or your Apple device here. So you get the QR code here that you could post somewhere or share, and the kids or whoever could take their iPad or their device and just quickly scan. Once they have the app on their device, they could just scan this QR code, and it will bring them right to the Padlet that you're working on here. So yeah, I'm just going to go down the list and show you a couple examples. I'm not going to go do every one. You can see you can copy a link to this Padlet too. I'm going to talk about this one, embed on your blog or website. So if I click on embed on this one right here, You can see that there's a copy part, so this embed one. So I'm just going to hit the copy right here, and I have my website open right here. So I'm using WordPress right now. So I'm just going to go over. You can see there's visual and text. I'm going to leave it in the text, and I'm just going to paste this over here. You can see the embedding code is right here. I'm going to just save it as a draft, and I'm just going to hit preview here. And it should pop up in a second here. You can see, so this, I'll probably put this once I post this video, I'll put this Padlet on here to kind of show the example here. You can see it's right now, it's in the what format I picked. I can quickly go back and change it to. But if I click on it anywhere, so I can still add, because I have it set that anybody could write to it right now. So when I go back, I'm just going to go back to my first Padlet here, and I'm going to go back, hit close here. Oh, I'm going to go back to share. And then so these options right now, you can see it's secret, and then I have it can write. If I didn't want anybody to write on it, well, then I can set it to can read or can moderate. So I have these options here. So right now, when you saw it on my website, anybody could write, or anybody with a link on it could write to it. So think about those options, what you want there. Just going back, so that was the embed or into your blog. You saw how easy, just by copying that code, I could email the link. I could share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter. It's going to get the links, and then very easy to do. The other thing you can do is save as a PDF. So if I click on save as a PDF here, it's going to generate a PDF file, and you can see what it does is, it doesn't, of course, it can't put in the videos or the links, but it puts in the kind of the headings, the titles. That's something I could print out or share this PDF very, very quickly here. Going back to my Padlet here. So again, you can print, save as an Excel spreadsheet. So I'm just going to go ahead and close that. And I already mentioned, if you want to delete your Padlet, if you want to delete your Padlet anytime, you can hit the delete here. You can go back to your home profile here. You can see now I have the two different ones here. I have my first Padlet, the one I just created. So let's real quickly, why use Padlet? Here's kind of a list before. So you could make notice boards with this, and think about the sharing capabilities of this. If you've shared it with a group, if you're teaching, or even if it's in a business, it's a place that people could put their ideas. You could make a notice board, ask a question, watch and share videos, get feedback, plan an event, keep notes, make a list, bookmark favorite sites, brainstorm. I kind of like using that option of where you can just share the wall, get the ideas all put into one, or have a discussion on it too. Again, if you want to delete it, you can go back, hit delete. I could clear all, post, or clone this here. I'm just going to go again back to my home here. And what you can do at this point, I just want to real quickly to end this video, if you wanted to go to the premium here, you'll notice that there's a few different options that you can look at. You have the plans here, Padlet kind of for schools, for business, and for individuals. If you click on it, it gives you the options of what your, what the different options are. Why would you get it? More privacy, user management, extra security. One of the options I think people might like is if they could brand their Padlets without, instead of using the Padlet one, they could create their own. So if it's inside of an organization, you don't need the Padlet logo up there. You could create your own branding of it. So you can upload larger files, but I'll let you guys take a look at that. You can see there's the pricing of it, also depending on what you're looking at from a school or from a business point of view there. So I hope you like this little walkthrough of Padlet today. It's a very simple, easy program to use, great for sharing inside the classroom or business purposes. Remember, I do these weekly tech tips. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel. Give it a thumbs up, share this with somebody else if you think it's helped. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.